Most men think leaving behind money or business is the ultimate flex, the ultimate legacy. But brother, that's a lie. And I'm seeing it more and more even with younger entrepreneurs, especially in and around social media. What if I told you that handing over your business to your kids is actually going to cause them harm? And what if your greatest intentions are creating their greatest limitations? So in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the 3 legacy shifts that every father must truly empower, or essentially use to empower his children. Those 3 are possibility over financial wealth, character over comfort, freedom over security. So let's break the cycle, starting with you and me, because that's not something that maybe your parents did, or generally what seems to be society is continuing to focus on. Your children didn't come into this world to live your dream. They came here to live their own. Now, I work with men who are building empires, but have this mindset of, I want to pass it on to my kids. And despite the fact that we've seen in the past where men have built these empires and watched their kids crumble under pressure, you want to give your kids what you never had. And I get it, especially if you didn't come from money. You don't have generational wealth. But think about it. Was it your hard path that made you who you really are, or was because you got handed money? It was the hard path. It was the setbacks and the challenges that you had. If you deny your kids that struggle, you deny them the opportunity to flex that muscle, to develop that strength. So stop obsessing around passing your money on to your kids, or for a lot of entrepreneurs, I see passing their business on their kids, and instead start modeling what is possible. Be the man who shows what alignment and discipline and freedom and self-mastery actually look like. You don't need to hand your kids a blueprint. You need to be the blueprint, be the proof, be the torch. So show them what life can look like when it's built with intention, as opposed to being inherited, if you will. Number 2, character over comfort. Legacy is not about comfort. It's about character, man. Your kids need tools, not toys. They need to see the grit, not the end product. They need to see the vulnerability, the hard struggles that you had to get to where you're at. Give them a front row into what it looked like to develop self-mastery, especially under pressure. See, comfort is gonna wear off. Character compounds itself over time. Number 3, freedom over security. You wanna make them feel safe, and I totally get it. I want my children to be safe. But security without a vision creates entitlement. It teaches them freedom, not freedom from hardship, but freedom to pursue purpose, meaning, a mission, freedom to say no, freedom to choose their own path, freedom to rise after a setback, rise after a challenge. That, my friend, is true legacy. My father didn't pass me a business. He didn't pass on generational wealth. He passed on something far greater, healing. See, my father broke a generational chain of alcoholism in our family. Thankfully, so thankful, he's been sober for over 38 years now. And because of that choice he made, I didn't have to carry that weight. He showed me what's possible through his actions, through his commitment, through his discipline, not his business, not, hey, look at my enormous wealth I've generated, financial wealth, that being said. So next time that you're with your kids, ask them a lot of things, but you can ask them, what do you want to create in this world? And just listen, not trying to fix it, not trying to guide them, not trying to put them through your lens, what you see you want them to create, but just listen. And then you can reflect back to them, support them, guide them, not fix things, not direct them down here, but just as they go through these rough patches and challenges. And that you'll be in a position where you can actually leave a lasting legacy. My friend, if you are looking to leave a legacy of freedom, of possibility, of wealth, holistic wealth, not just financial wealth, but in your health, in your character, in your family, in relationships, in love, in a connection to a higher power. Like a legacy holistically is going to serve your children in the long run. And I'll end with this. The legacy is not about when you're dead and gone, dude. This is a living legacy. They can be able to see it, how you're building it and creating it and evolving and rising up in real time. If you need help in figuring this out for yourself first and foremost, and then how you could develop the freedom and the legacy, that's where the Be the Torch comes in. Go to cletuscoffey.com and let's jump on a call. Let's figure out how we can help support you in becoming the man capable of leaving this type of legacy. Be the torch.